Now, there's still one thing the cup is missing, and that's a handle. Now, usually I do this a lot more complicated. Oh, the tool I just used, that one, just hides geometry that shouldn't be visible. But anyway, what I'm gonna do now is that I'm gonna make the handle. I'll use the loop cut tool to avoid any, well, unwanted triangles, and then I'll use another loop cut. Now, as you can see, it doesn't look that well, good anymore. So smoothing the shape of the cup by scaling these two up a bit would be preferred, but it's not really necessary. It's just to make the entire thing seem a lot nicer. See, the difference is really subtle, but it's important. Now, I'm just gonna extrude again. See, this is the effectivity of the extrude tool. Yeah. Now we have a nice little handle, except that it, well, isn't much of a handle yet. So I'll just rotate these on the x-axis. Everything you do is constrained to axes by pressing the X and Y buttons, well, and Z. So now it looks a bit nicer. Then do the same thing to the upper one. Oh, and I was actually watching this area the whole time to make sure I was rotating it by 45 degrees. Now, I'm just gonna wait, maybe I should. Okay, one thing I kind of forgot to do right now was something you should do while rotating things 45 degrees. I should have scaled it up a bit on the z-axis by, oh, and if you want to scale something by an exact number value, you might want to consider typing in the number you want it scaled by. I'm going to scale it by the square root of 2, because that's really useful while rotating things by 45 degrees, because it makes things look a lot more even. Yeah, that's the word I was looking for, more even. And now I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do that to the lower one too. And yeah, now I have them both rotated, and now I'll select all 4 of these and use this tool, skin faces / edge loops. Now what it does, well, just look at the result. Yeah, that's kinda messed up. That's not what I was intending. This just goes to show that the skin faces / edge loops tool is really unpredictable. So you should only use it while you're certain that it won't, well, fuck up like that. Maybe I shouldn't have sworn on a video I'm probably going to show to my parents. Anyway, I'll just make a lot of faces here by pressing the by selecting the edges. What I just did there was that I went into edge select mode and selected edges. And to make a face between two vertices, you select the vertices you want to make a face between, and then press F. There. So that's how that works. Now, subsurf is controlled by the edges around it, so to manipulate it, you might want to use a loop cut instead of the edge creasing method. Although edge creasing is better if you want to keep a low polygon count, but the edge loop method looks nicer, and that's the one I prefer. Anyway, this is the cup, but it still doesn't look that nice. Just check the camera and F12 to render. See, when it renders, you'll see that it looks like some kind of gray clay-ish thing, and you don't want that. What you want is an object with a material. Materials are really nice things. What they do is that they add color, texture, and stuff like that to objects. But I'm not gonna go through materials detailedly right now. I'm just gonna add a nice color to it. And what I did there was that I pressed the Add New button in the material panel, which you can find there. And then now I'm going to change the color using these RGB sliders. I'm gonna just go for a nice orange color, although you wouldn't really find that on a cup. And well, there we have the cup. F12, render. See, now it looks a bit nicer. It doesn't look professional, but hey, this is my second tutorial. It's kind of meant for people who don't know that much about Blender yet. But you might want to add another light, because that'll make the final render a lot better looking. Just position the light wherever you want it to be, and then render again. Yeah, I kinda placed the light in a bad position there. As you can see, lighting is a really important thing, because if you get it wrong, renders just look bad. So you might want to consider where you're placing the lights while rendering. See, the difference between lighting from one angle and another is just gigantic. And well, I guess that concludes my tutorial. To save a file, you have to go to the File menu and then click Save. It's really basic, and to save a rendered image, you press the F3 button and save. See? And if you want to save in a different format, you have to go to the Render buttons and then choose the format here. See, there. Well, that's it for now. Watch out for evil Teletubbies and stay away from the Penguin Mafia, even though it doesn't exist. Well, bye.